Series 1, Episode 2. Freedom of Speech. We are told that we have inherited the freedoms which our forefathers fought and died for, shed blood to protect us from falling into communism and from a dictatorship. To keep democracy alive, to provide us with a voice, to voice our opinions and help decide our country's fate, rules and regulations, to have a say about our own lives. Unfortunately today, with the powers of social media, one cannot voice an opinion unless it goes with the current world views. If you go against the grain, you are ridiculed, belittled and socially castrated. In today's world of transgender or gender-free children and babies, it is very difficult not to voice an unwanted opinion. The old world struggled with women voting and working among men as equals, it struggled with homosexuality. These are easily overcome with the freedoms we possess living in an apparent free country. This new world we find ourselves in, struggles with what can be considered as a normal human being. No. Our MAL by means of a baby being born with male configuration, shall we say, brought up being told they can choose their actual gender or simply state themselves as gender-free. Whilst I don't have an issue with people choosing their own path and destinies, I have a strong issue with people forcing SUCH beliefs on our children, dragging them away and potentially robbing them of a normal life. To make matters worse, it seems taboo to even discuss that these things seem fundamentally wrong. The problem with people and social media these days is that everything is a trend. People are more like EP now, more than ever before. They follow trends like a religion. If they stop for just a second, they may realize that all this gender-free, transgender movement is an agenda to confuse the masses and keep the people distracted. Soon we will have generations of young children confused and gender-free. Thinking further down the line, this breaks up our fundamental way of living, mothers and fathers, sons and daughters and grandparents. If children grow up gender-free, who will be who? In a same-sex relationship, they tend to adopt or have a surrogate mother, which in itself proves how things should be. We need our mothers and fathers to continue our way of life. These ways have already depleted our birth rates to a point of no return. This means the Western world is now a depleting minority. Meanwhile, we have Jewish and Islamic people absolutely thriving with their way of life, with birth averages way above necessary for an overwhelming population. I'm not saying that this is wrong for them to do, but when you find who controls our media outlets, our social media platforms among many other aspects, which whether we like it or not, controls our mindsets, our moods, our wants, likes and dislikes and our hatred. It is easy to see that we are being wiped out very cleverly by using subliminal thought to lead us down a path with an expiration date. Democracy does not exist when no matter the choices, the outcome is the same. It's the notion of the cow's choice to go left or go right, where both paths lead to He slaughterhouse. Without true democracy, we have lost our freedom of speech. Sure, we are free to speak, but freedom is not guaranteed at the other end. If we question today's world, it is classed as hate speech, which we can prosecute it very harshly for. And all the decisions lay with the way the public on social media react to it, then how the news media leechers react to that and blow everything out of proportion, twisting the story for the best bang for the buck. People of a high status are losing their jobs for small comments put up on social media. That just goes to show how strong and powerful the people that run these outlets are. The power they possess is more than our governments and our monarchy. Our law system is reacting to these small comments and so-called hate speech with more interest and force than ever before. Meanwhile, people are being silenced when child abduction and Satanism is discovered. Thousands of children go missing each year, sometimes never to be found. Where is their voice? I'm sure they wouldn't give a damn about the freedom to class themselves as gender-free, when their actual freedom and dignity has been taken from them. You may still believe you have the benefit of freedom of speech, but I can assure you, those days are long gone.